So when we talk about business credit, we're ultimately talking about credit that's in your business's name. So just like you have a consumer credit profile and score that's linked to you by your social security number, your business has its own credit profile and score linked to your business based on your business EIN number. Now, this is credit that's gotten in your business's name, not linked to the business owner's credit profile and score. It's based on the business's ability to pay, not you as a business owner. So what this means is that you can get business credit for your business, one, without personal liability. So you're not personally liable and you're not guaranteeing the actual credit that you get. And then two, you can do this without providing your social security number on the application. So that means you can get business credit no matter how good or bad your personal credit is. Because when you get real business credit, they're not even looking at your personal credit profile and score to make the approval decision. Your business is standing on its own and qualifying on its own. And now with an established credit profile and score, you can qualify with actual revolving credit. And this is available at almost all major retailers. So Chevron, Texaco, Sunoco, Best Buy, Amazon, Apple, Walmart, almost all major retailers offer business credit that you can get that's linked to your EIN and not your social security number. So you can even get fleet credit, even high limit cash credit accounts like Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and you can use these anywhere, again, that's linked to your EIN and not your social. And then as you continue to build your business credit, well, it's really the basis for you qualifying for good long-term loans, credit lines, rates, and terms, even auto vehicle financing. You can all get it based on your business credit quality, based on the scores. So another thing you got to know is every highly successful business has business credit. It's literally a rite of passage. You can't be a large privately or publicly owned company without obtaining business credit. So for example, Facebook, which is one of the most profitable companies that exists today, they have 40 trade lines. Dell has 83. Companies like Microsoft, right? They have 131. And then Apple, who's been around for a really long time, they have 138 trade lines. Now, if you think about this, you might have a mortgage, you might have an auto loan, you might have some credit cards. You might maybe have 5 to 10 trade lines reporting on your personal, right? But as you're showing here, right, as you can see with Microsoft and Apple, they have 131, 138. So your ability to get larger amounts of lines of credit is substantially increased. So look, here's Pilot Flying J, right? 153 trade lines. And then Publix, right? If you're in Florida, 171 trade lines. And I know you're familiar with Walmart. Walmart is one of the biggest retailers in the world, right? And what a lot of people don't know is they're a perfect example of how to successfully use business credit to grow. Because what Walmart does is they go to companies like Bounty, they buy Bounty paper towels using their business credit accounts. They then put those paper towels on the shelf. You go into Walmart, you buy those paper towels from Walmart, and then they take your money and use it to pay off that credit. And then as a matter of fact, 80% of what Walmart actually sells is paid for by us, the consumers, before they even pay for it because they're using business credit to buy. But it doesn't just have to be a company as big as Walmart. So for example, here's a company that went through the program. They were in business for a year and they established 8 trade accounts, okay? Compare that to Mars Incorporated. That's one of the biggest companies in the United States. They have 22 trade lines. While this company here, right, they went through the program and they have about a third as many in less than a year of one of the biggest companies in the US. All right, here's another client that has 14 trade lines. They're about 7 or 8 short of one of the biggest privately owned companies that in the US, okay? So this is just more further evidence that any company can build business credit. And now when you take a deeper dive into the example that I just gave you, they have a 78 out of 100 credit score with experience. So this means that they're very, very, very lendable. Actually, you can see right here, right, that they're being recommended for $64,500 worth of credit. So this is exactly why your business credit is important, because not only will a good score help you get more and more credit, but it also makes you more lendable and decides the terms that you'll pay. And it determines how much you'll get approved for, because each reporting agency is giving recommendations like this of how much you should get approved for. So this works on the opposite side as well. We see companies in business for 5 or 10 years that have 28 or 29 scores because there are no trade lines reporting on their business credit profiles. So even if you think that you've built no business credit, if the reporting agencies know you exist, then you have a very low score and therefore can really jeopardize your ability to get money because you haven't yet established your business credit. So you can see that they have trade lines going up to $8,300. They have credit extended for $66,000. And when you take a deeper dive, you can see that they came in, they established business credit accounts for $400, $100, $1,900, $2,400, and started to get higher and higher limit accounts up to $4,700. And then with their business credit profile and score, we're able to come in and qualify for the $65,000 loan. And so another example, you can see this company, $22,200 is actually being recommended, 92 out of 100 score. And here's the great news about business credit. You can build it quickly because your scores are primarily based on how you pay your bills. So if you get accounts that report to the business credit reporting agencies and pay them as agreed, then you can quickly qualify for a good score that starts raising your limits, giving you higher and higher recommendations. This company, as you can see right here, they actually got incorporated. They are a nonprofit. This works for nonprofits and for for-profits. So with this nonprofit, they were in business for a year and a half and were already being recommended for $22,000 because they came in and established their business credit. And then you can see here how they did that. They got started with small trades. They established business credit reports with $100, $400 trades, then started qualifying for higher limited accounts shortly after 4,000 appeared. Then they started getting bank cards for $9,900. That's exactly what business credit can do for your business. So business credit is where you're building credit for your EIN that's not linked to your social. So it can be built quickly. It can be built regardless of personal credit quality, without needing collateral, without even needing to verify cash flow. And then not only through building it can you get, just as you saw examples of, large limits of revolving and cash credit accounts, but it also is the basis of you getting loans, credit lines at the best terms available.